Check. Shabbat Shalom. It's good. It's coming through the stream now. All right. How's everybody this fine afternoon? Besides cold. I'm about to bring some more. The Ruach about to bring some more. Absolutely. It might come in the form of conviction, so don't.
Yeah.
You be all right with that?
I don't teach to feel good.
If it start getting hot under your collar, that's just the Ruach.
All right. Shabbat Shalom. Last time we went over Cain and the way of Cain. So we're going to continue in this line. So we're going to go into the prophet Balaam or Balaam. Anybody know anything about Balaam or Balaam? You thinking about Moloch. Balaam or Balaam. Nobody knows anything about this person, this prophet. He what? He was hired to curse the people. That's good. So let's get 2 Peter chapter 2 at verse 15.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 2 at verse 15. Which have forsaken the right way.
Which have done what?
Have forsaken the right way.
If you forsake the right way, what is the right way? And the original way of Mashiach was called what? It was called the way. The people of the way. Read. 15.
Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam.
Following what?
The way of Balaam.
Following the way of Balaam. Read.
The son of Besor.
The son of who?
Of Besor.
The son of Besor. Besor means burning. So he's the son of burning. Keep that in mind. Read.
The son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
Who loved the what?
The wages of unrighteousness.
So it says he loved the wages of unrighteousness. So it's imperative that you know Balaam was Balaam's story. It's very, very important to understand what his way is and why you need to know it. All right? Let's get Jude chapter 1, verse 11. Jude chapter 1 and verse 11.
The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 11. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain.
Have done what?
Have gone in the way of Cain.
It says, woe unto them, they have gone in the way of Cain. We've done the whole thing about Cain, and we see all of the scriptures in Revelation 21, verse 8 is directly linked to him, and the things that Yah hates in Proverbs 6 and 16 through 19, all links back to Cain. Read.
Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily.
And have what?
And ran greedily.
And ran greedily. Read.
After the error of Balaam for reward.
After who?
The error of Balaam for reward, and perished in the gaining of Kor.
In the what?
In the gainsaying of Kor.
And perished in the gainsaying of Korah. So it mentions these three people's names in this abomination that's taking place. Cain, Balaam, and Korah. What do these three guys have in common? If anybody know, what do these guys have in common? They definitely against Yah. Cain didn't follow after Lucre. He killed his brother off of envy. So he ain't have nothing to do with money. And Korah had nothing to do with money. So we're going to see some stuff. So I want you to see that this guy is the biggest story pointing to the false prophet in the whole scripture. So y'all got 3 chapters directly dedicated to this person, Balaam. Why? Why does he really want you to know this man's story? 3 chapters dedicated to him. Because he really, really wants you to know this about this person. But why does he need you to know about this? Exactly. Everything in here is written for a reason. Jude and Peter is picking up on this for a reason, to point you back to this character so you cannot do what he did or fall victim to what he did. So these 3 men have in common is they were all religious and they fell into apostasy. Anybody know what apostasy is? Apostasy is you were once a believer and you fell away. That's what apostasy is. You was a believer and then you fell away from it. This is going into apostasy. Let's get 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 at verse 3. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor of guile, but as we were allowed of Elohim to be put in trust with the good news.
Hold on one moment. Yep, 1 Thessalonians. Hold on. One moment. That's not what I'm looking for. Second Thessalonians chapter 2.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. What was that?
Verse 3.
Verse 3. Let no man deceive you.
Let no man do what?
Deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
There come a what?
A falling away first.
So he says, don't let nobody deceive you. Why does he tell you don't let nobody deceive you? Because somebody coming to deceive you. Somebody is coming to deceive you, and you're going to be like this person that we going over. But he's so slick, you won't know that you being deceived. Read that again.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
The son of who?
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition. There's only 2 people in the scriptures called the son of perdition. If y'all know, who are they? Who is it? Judas is one and the Antichrist is the other. So this falling away comes out to apostasia. So in English, it's apostasy. It means to have believed at one point and then to turn away from what you were taught and what you believed and to go away from him. This is worse than being an atheist your whole life. This is worse because you knew it and then you walked away from it. Right? So this is apostasy. We've had people that's been here that just fell into apostasy. It's a dangerous thing. So these three men, that spirit that was on them is going to go out through the world rampantly and spread throughout like wildfire. And it's going to affect a lot of people. So let's get into this Balaam character. Numbers chapter 22 at verse 1. Numbers chapter 22 and verse 1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 22, at verse 1. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab, on this side Jordan by Jericho. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites.
What did we do to the Amorites? Slaughtered them and killed them, right? But why did we slaughter them and kill them? But before we went into every land, what did y'all tell our people to do? Before that, he would say, offer your peace to the city. Or tell them, just let us walk through your land. We don't want to bother you. We don't want to fight with you. We don't want to do nothing. We just want to be able to go through, right? This was the consensus. So when we actually end up slaughtering them, why? They didn't want peace. So I want people to listen and think, oh, that's so cruel. No, they brought this on. So now this king of Moab, he knows what has happened to these other nations before. Read from where you was at.
Verse 3. And Moab was sore afraid of the people.
They were what?
Sore afraid of the people.
So they see our people outside of their land and camped out, and he says, we are afraid of these people. Read.
Because there were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel.
Because of who?
Of the children of Israel.
Read.
And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are around about us, as the ox licks up the grass in the field.
So when we are, as a people, start to move in to a new area, let's say, for instance, it's Caucasian people that live there, and we start moving in, what's the feeling? So it's a feeling that comes. It's like, man, here these people come. They about to, there go the neighborhood. They got it right here. They feeling it right here. Yes. And it's a bunch of them too. I wonder when we was in Egypt and all of a sudden it's 300 to 400 of us over there out the blue within a couple of months. These niggas about to come in here. We got to get them out of here. Same thing. Read on.
And verse 4. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field. And Balak, the son of Zippor, was king of the Moabites at that time.
And Balak's name means this devastator or destroyer. That's what his name means. Read.
He sent messengers, therefore, unto Balaam, the son of Beor, to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Come now, therefore, I pray you, curse me this people.
Do what to these people?
Curse me this people.
So what do they want to happen to the children of Israel? They're coming to get rid of these people. We want to put a curse on them. We ultimately want to kill these people, right? Even though the children of Israel has done no harm to them. Now it says that Moab and Midian is there. These is actually our cousins, right? Moab comes from Lot, people, which is Lot is Abraham's nephew, right? And the Midianites is Abraham's other children through Keturah, right? So these is actually our family, our cousins and stuff, right? They know this. But they are out to destroy us. I want you to keep this in mind. Yep, this is our own cousins and stuff that's plotting to do these things to us. Keep that in mind. Read on.
Verse 6, Come now, therefore, I pray you, curse me this people.
Do what to these people?
Curse me these people.
Curse me these people. Read.
For they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he whom you bless is blessed, and he who you curse is cursed.
So Balaam has a reputation, and his reputation is spread abroad. So they know about him. They from a whole different region, and they know about him. So what kind of prophet is Balaam? What kind? He's an unrighteous prophet. But what's another thing about him, depending on showing what they're trying to do with him? Definitely. Why is he going to do this? He's definitely a wizard. He's definitely a witch. But they're paying him. So he is a prophet for what? Prophet. He's a prophet for a prophet. Everything he's doing right here is about the money. What do the Bible call a prophet that goes out for money? Or any person that goes after money. In the scripture, they call a hireling. Let's see, John chapter 10, verse 12. John chapter 10, pick it up at verse 11.
The book of John, chapter 10, at verse 11. I am the good shepherd.
What type of shepherd?
The good shepherd.
Read.
The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling.
That is a what?
A hireling.
Read.
And not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep.
He does what?
Leaves the sheep.
He sees the wolf coming and he leaves the sheep. Read.
And flees, and the wolf catches them and scatters the sheep. The hireling fleets because he is a hireling and cares not for the sheep.
And what?
And cares not for the sheep.
Read.
I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. As the Father knows me, even so know I the Father.
So
and I
go ahead, finish it out.
And I lay down my life for the sheep.
I do what?
Lay down my life for the sheep.
I lay down my life for the sheep. So this guy is a hireling. He's only doing things for money. He don't have nothing personal with the children of Israel. He's doing a job. Right? That's all this is a job to him. Malachi chapter 3, verse 5.
The book of Malachi chapter 3 at verse 5. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers.
Against who?
The sorcerers.
He is a sorcerer. Read.
And against the adulterers.
He's that as well.
And against false swearers.
The who?
False swearers.
He's a false swearer as well. Read.
And against those that oppress the hirelings.
That do what?
That oppress the hireling in his wages.
So the hireling in his wages. For the wages of sin is
death.
Death, right? So he's hired to come in and to do a job. Micah chapter 3 and verse 11. We got some water back there?
The book of Micah. The book of Micah, chapter 3 at verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
They do what?
They judge for reward.
It says the heads thereof judge for rewards. A payout. Read.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
Teach for what?
For hire.
Read.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
They do what?
They divine for money.
They divine for money. Thank you. So, if you found out that your leader was only doing this for money, what would you do? Would you stay there? And what if he tried to cut you in on the money? I mean, he just pulled you back into his office and showed you that knot and say, you know, this is every week.
I've been watching you, brother Yuri.
Come here, Doc. Come here, Doc.
Everybody can use a little extra sometimes.
Like, you roll a couple of them hunters up like this, put it in your hair. So, this is how it works. You bring you in, and you see it's wrong, and you stay. It's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Read that verse again. Yep.
The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money.
Do what?
Divine for money.
They divine for money. What does it mean to divine? A diviner is telling you that I see something for you. Yep, it's what you wanted to hear in the first place, right? That's what you wanted to hear in the first place. Yep. So it's letting us know that all these different people are doing what they're doing strictly for money. It's not about truth. They're doing it for money. Which one of the 7 deadly sins are they under? Greed. They're under greed. Let's get Jude 1:11 again.
The book of Jude, verse 11. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam.
And ran what?
Greedily after the error of Balaam.
So they've run greedily after the error of Balaam. So all of these people that I just mentioned, they're all running after the error of Balaam. Balaam is the start of prosperity teaching. He's the root of it. It go back to him of being hired to come in and do something. So when you see the prophecy conference, come in, we got the $500 bronze package. We got the $1,000 silver package. We got the $5,000 gold package. We got the $10,000 platinum package. And if you really blessed and you really want to, we got the $20,000 diamond package. That's exactly. That's only if you really, really want to be blessed, and you really want to stay.
That's how they. That's how they fool you. It's on you. If you really want a blessing, yeah. If you really want a blessing, you would do this. Otherwise, then you like, dang.
Yeah. Exactly. We put you on a payment plan for the bronze package, and after a couple of months, you can build up, and then you just move up. This is a joke. This is a joke.
Just know if you sow sparingly, you're gonna reap sparingly.
This is where it all started with this guy. But this is just the tip of the iceberg of what he's caused and has done. So all of this come back to him. The politicians are all under it. They get lobbyists to come to him and promise them favors and do this. And if you write this into Congress and to the law, you get a kickback. All of this stuff is under him. It's coming from him. Again, just the tip of the iceberg of what he really is about and what came from him. It says they ran greedily after the era of Balaam. Let's get Proverbs chapter 1, verse 6. Proverbs 1 and 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, at verse 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge.
It is what?
The beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom.
They do what?
Despise wisdom.
Fools despise wisdom. I want you to really think about that. It says a fool despises wisdom. Read.
And instruction. My son, hear the instruction of your father.
Do what?
Hear the instruction of your father.
I want you to listen to this. When you tell your son or your daughter about something, about the world, what do you sound like to them?
Like you don't know what you're talking about?
They think you don't know what you're talking about. You not even 20 yet. And you're trying to tell me that's way older than you, seasoned than you, that I don't know what I'm talking about. So here he says, my son, Read on.
Verse 11. If they say, come with us.
No, go back. You skip.
Oh, my bad. Verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and forsake not the law of your mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto your head, and chains about your neck.
So if you would pay into these instructions, it's like you got on chains, but spiritual ones. It shall be like an ornament of grace into your head and chains around your neck. Read.
My son, if sinners entice you.
If what happened?
If sinners entice you.
If some sinners come to you and entice you, what should you do?
Consent you not.
Don't do what?
Consent you not.
Don't consent with them. Don't go with them. Right? Proverbs are all about wisdom, right? He says, if sinners come to you and consult you, consent not. Read.
If they say, come with us.
If they say what?
Come with us.
If they say, come with us. Read.
Let us lay wait for blood.
Let us do what?
Let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
For the who?
For the innocent without cause.
So he's telling you, if sinners come to you and entice you to come and go with them and do anything that's against my law, he's telling you, do not go with them. So if your boys come, man, I got a lick, bro. This right here, all you got to do is this one time. Take these packages and go to Little Rock, Arkansas with them. They green down there. You can, and you do it. You better not do it. This is what he's telling you. Don't go. If they come and entice you to do something against me, you better not go with them. Read that last verse again.
If they say, verse 11, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
For who?
For the innocent without cause.
For the innocent without cause. Keep that in mind. It says, for the innocent without cause. Numbers chapter 22, verse 4 again.
The book of Numbers, chapter 22 at verse 4. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Moabites at that time. He sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Come now, therefore, I pray you, curse me this people.
And do what?
Curse me this people.
My son, if sinners come to you and ask you to come, consent not thou with them. This is the sinners coming to him to cause him to curse innocent people. Keep that in mind. Read.
For they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination.
The rewards of what?
Of divination.
The rewards of divination. So they know that this guy has got the power to actually bless and curse. He knows the knowledge of good and evil. He actually has the power. He understands it and knows it. So they're coming with the rewards of divination. So if this thing, what he's doing, works, how will this have an effect on other people around it that'll see him cursing people and getting, quote unquote, blessed for it? what will that cause people to do? That'll cause people to want to be like what he is, right? Because he prospering. This is why a lot of false places is packed to the brim, because what you think is prospering is really the opposite way. It's working the opposite way. Let's get Psalms 73, verse 2 and 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73, at verse 2. But as for me, my feet were almost gone.
My feet were what?
My feet were almost gone.
Read.
My steps had well near slipped, for I was envious at the foolish.
I was what?
Envious at the foolish.
Read.
When I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men.
They're what?
Not in trouble as other men.
So right here he says, I was looking at the wicked, and I was seeing how they was prospering, and envy jumped in me. And I started looking at it, and I started wanting to be like the wicked, because it looked like they are prospering. That's what it looked like. If you don't have the right eye for this, what you're watching with different congregations, and you are thinking that this is blessed because you don't understand how y'all work, you're going to run greedily after the rewards of Balaam, because you don't know how y'all work. Because you think love is feeling good and crying and holding hands and things of this nature. Because you don't know y'all. And you will run after foolishness and bring a curse upon yourself. So we can't do that. So he said, my foot almost slipped when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Meaning he started wondering, man, I might need to start doing what they doing. They look real prosperous over there. So let's go back to Proverbs 1 and 11 again.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause.
For the who?
Innocent without cause.
For the innocent without cause. Y'all said if you hate your brother in your heart, you are what? You are a murderer. And especially if it's without cause, which let you know people hate without a cause. You don't even have a reason to do what you're doing. You just doing it because it make you feel good. And that's horrible. Numbers 22, verse 8.
The book of Numbers, chapter 22 at verse 8. And he said unto them, lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as Yahuwah shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. And Elohim came unto Balaam and said, what men are these with you?
So this shows you that Yah actually speaks to Balaam. It's important to note that Balaam is not a false prophet. He is a wicked prophet, like Alicia said. He is a wicked prophet. He actually hears from Yah. He actually talks to Yah in real life. Read.
And Elohim came to Balaam and said, what men are these with you? And Balaam said unto Elohim, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, hath sent unto me, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt which covers the face of the earth.
So he tells Yah exactly what they said to him. Read.
Come now, curse me them, peradventure I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. And Elohim said unto Balaam, you shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, For they are blessed.
For they are what?
Are blessed.
Is this plain what he just told them? He says, you shall not go with them, and you shall not curse the people, because these people are blessed. Now, I want y'all to know that it's a wicked man named Balak and all his people, the Midianites and the Moabites, and this Balaam. They all conjuring up a curse against the children of Israel. Does the children of Israel know that any of this is taking place? They have no clue. I want you to think about your own life right now. Somebody out there right now behind the scenes is conspiring and coming after you. You don't have a clue about it though, right? But somebody out there right now in the government somewhere is conjuring up something on you to take you out right now. And Yah is fighting on your behalf, even though you don't even know it. Let that sink in. Read on.
Verse 12. And Elohim said unto Balaam, you shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the princes of Balak, get you into your land, for Yahuwah refused to give me leave to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. And Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they.
So they came to him one time and they left. And he says, and he sent them back with some more people. How long do y'all think this took? This whole process is taking months, where he is going to get them from. They're going all the way up to Syria. It's taking 3 to 4 weeks for them to get there just to tell him this. And then they got to go back to Balak to get some more stuff, and then they got to come back. It's like a 300-mile trek to get there on foot, on horse, camel, whatever it is that they're traveling by. 3 to 4 weeks. I want you to see how dedicated they are to wickedness. Yeah, this is a long way to go. Ain't no planes, none of that. They on camel and horseback going back and forth with this. So the whole thing took months for this to go down, which is going to show you something with Balaam's thought process. Read on. Exactly.
And verse 15. And Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam and said to him, thus says Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray you, hinder you from coming unto me.
Let what?
Let nothing, I pray you, hinder you from coming unto me. For I will promote you unto very great honor.
I will do what?
Promote you unto very great honor.
I will promote you to very great honor. Read.
And I will do whatsoever you say unto me. Come therefore, I pray you, curse me this people.
Do what to these people?
Curse me this people.
Curse me these people. Don't let nothing stop you from coming to me. I'm going to give you anything that you ask. I just need you to curse these people. Read.
And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold.
That's what it's going to take. Read.
I cannot go beyond the word of Yahuwah my Elohim.
Who did he say is his God?
Unto Yahuwah my Elohim.
So he confessed right here that Yah is my God, right? This is what he just confessed his own self, and we know that Yah talking to him directly. Read.
Unto Yahuwah my Elohim, to do less or more. Now therefore I pray you, tarry you also here this night, that I may know what Yahuwah will say unto me more.
That I may what?
that I may know what Yahuwah will say unto me more.
What did he already tell him?
Do it. Just to bless people.
He already told you what it is. This is when the thing come in with, this is really aggravates me with a lot of people. You can read it to them in black and white. They can see exactly what it is, and they'll say, I'm going to pray about this one. Pray about what? It ain't going to change. He said exactly what he said. This is when this come in. I know it said, but I'm going to have to pray about this one. Guess what? It's still going to say what it said. This really, really aggravates me. Happens all the time. I know it said, bro, but I'm still got to pray on it. No. You're wasting your prayers right now. Because when you come back tomorrow, it's going to still say the same thing. Now, you just going to go against it because that's what you want to do in the first place. So, Balaam is under greed, which is the pride of life is getting him. He is already thinking of all the stuff that he can do with the money.
He could give you a house full of silver and gold. You couldn't do it.
He's telling you exactly what it's going to take for you to do it. And Balaam is telling you, I'm going to give you a blank check. Write your price on it. He knows y'all.
Even if you gave me your whole house with silver and gold, I couldn't do it.
He knows. The $1 Million Man said everybody got a price. Man, he's showing it. He's showing it. I'm going to do what it takes because I got to get that money. I got to get it. I'm thinking about that reward. Yes. So I'm going to have to pray about it. Read verse 20.
Verse 20. And Elohim came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call you, rise up and go with them.
Do what?
Rise up and go with them.
He says, if they come to you in the morning, go with them. The key word is, if they come to you, then you go with them, right? Read.
But yet the word which I say unto you, but the word that I say unto you, that shall you do. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his donkey.
Wait a minute, what did he do?
He got ready.
Did they come to him?
Nope.
They didn't even come to him. He just jumped up and going. See? He just jumped up and I'm going. Forget what you saying. Watch this. So we see he jumps up, and now let's see what y'all feel about this. Verse 20 again.
And Elohim came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call you, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto you, that shall you do. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab. And Elohim's anger was kindled.
It was what?
It was kindled.
It was kindled because they didn't come to you. You just got up and did it on your own. Hold that. Get me Proverbs 1:15.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 at verse 15. My son, walk not you in the way with them. Refrain your foot from their path.
He said, don't walk in the way with them. Refrain your foot from their path. They came to him, told him directly what they wanted to do. He's telling you, don't go with them. Read.
For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood.
For whose blood?
For their own blood.
Remember, everything that you do is coming back to you. You dig a pit for somebody, who gonna fall in it? You going in it, right? You set a net up, you gonna fall in the own net, your own trap. Everything you do, that what you sow, you shall reap. Read.
They lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy for gain.
So it's the what?
The ways of everyone that is greedy of gain.
Everyone that is greedy of gain. This guy is greedy of gain. It's unrighteous gain. He's greedy for it, going after and going directly against his own God, which he claimed directly himself in order to get it. We're going to see a couple of cases of this thing working out. Let's get Joshua chapter 7 and verse 20. So is everyone that is greedy of gain. Joshua chapter 7 and verse 20.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7 and verse 20. And Achan answered Joshua and said, Indeed, I have sinned against Yahuwah Elohim of Israel.
I did what?
I have sinned against Yahuwah Elohim of Israel. And thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment.
When I saw that Gucci joint laying there and the Dior shoes, I couldn't stop myself. Read.
And 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight. Then I coveted them.
I did what?
I coveted them.
Read.
And took them. And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua and unto the children of Israel, and laid them out before Yahuwah. And Joshua and all of Israel with him took Achan, the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his donkeys, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them unto the valley of Achor.
So this is everything that he has, his family, his animals, everything. Read.
And Joshua said, Why have you troubled us? Yahuwah shall trouble you this day.
His name means trouble. Read.
And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burned them with fire.
Everything that he got, his children and his animals and everything is stoned. They all die off the sin of what he did. So some people say, well, it's because his family knew about the gold in there. What about the animals? They ain't know nothing about it. They ain't had nothing to do with it. But running after greed lost everything. His life and his family lives are lost due to what he done. That's one. So is everyone that is greedy after gain. 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 19.
The book of 2 Kings chapter 5 at verse 19. And he said unto him, Go in peace. So he departed from him a little way. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of Elohim, said, Behold, my master have spared Naaman, this Syrian.
This who?
This Syrian.
This Syrian. Keep that in mind, a Syrian. Read.
Is not receiving at his hands that which he brought. But as Yahuwah lives, I will run after him and take somewhat of him. So Gehazi followed after Naaman, and when Naaman saw him running after him, he lightened down from the chariot to meet him, and said, Is all well? And he said, All is well. My master hath sent me, saying, Behold, even now there be come to me from Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the sons of the prophets. Give them, I pray you, a talent of silver and 2 changes of garments. And Naaman said, Be content, take 2 talents. And he urged him and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags, and with 2 changes of garments, and laid them upon 2 of his servants, and they bare them before him. And when he came to the tower, he took them from their hand and bestowed them in the house, and he let the men go, and they departed. But he went in and stood before his master, and Elisha said unto him, Where are you coming from, Gehazi? And he said, Your servant went nowhere. And he said unto him,
Is this the truth? You telling a lie. Man, Elisha got the same powers that Elijah had. Elijah can call down fire and kill you. Read.
And he said unto him, Went not my heart with you? When the man turned again from his chariot to meet you, is it a time to receive money and to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants? The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto you and unto your seed forever.
How long?
Forever.
So what has just happened to Gehazi because he was running after this unjust gain? He's got this leprosy on him and on his family, his children, forever. When you got this leprosy, what did you have to do? You had to be separate from everybody. You are now an outcast. So the same thing that was on Naaman has now jumped on you because you went running after gain that's not yours. Mac, how long we been going?
Not that long.
Not that long?
I don't think so. Not even quite an hour, right?
Okay.
About an hour?
All right, bet. Okay, let's go back. Numbers 22. 22. I don't want y'all butts to start hurting. I got a lot. Numbers 22:22.
Yeah, I heard that. Part 2 next week. Numbers 22 and 22. And Elohim's anger was kindled because he went, and the Malach of Yahuwah stood in the way for an adversary against him.
For what?
For an adversary against him.
Read.
Now he was riding upon his donkey.
He was doing what?
Riding upon his donkey.
Read.
And his 2 servants were with him. And the donkey saw the Malach of Yahuwah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. And Balaam smote his donkey.
He did what?
He smote his donkey.
So he's whipping the donkey. Why is the donkey switching up his course? He's trying to save this man because the donkey ain't blinded off of the greed. The donkey is seeing what's there waiting for him. Read.
Verse 25, and when the donkey saw the Malach of Yahuwah, he thrust himself into the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall.
He did what?
He crushed Balaam's foot against the wall.
God! He's so mad now. He crushed his foot against the wall. That's taking that hat off it. He don't even know the donkey is trying to save him, though. Read on.
Oh, my bad. I missed him. I missed verse 24. I'm going to go back to 23. And the donkey turned aside out of the way and went unto the field. And Balaam smote the donkey to turn her into the way. But the Malach of Yahuwah stood in a path of the vineyards, and a wall being on this side, and a wall on that side. And when the donkey saw the Malach of Yahuwah, she thrust herself into the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. and he smote her again. And the Malak of Yahuwah went further and stood in a narrow place.
Stood in where?
A narrow place.
He said, for the wide space is what? Broad is the way, and narrow is the path. Trying to get you to turn around, doing everything. Read.
And the Malak of Yahuwah went further and stood in the narrow place where no way to turn, either to the right hand or to the left.
That's the straight and the narrow path. Read.
And when the donkey saw the Malak of Yahuwah, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled.
It was what?
Kindled.
Remember, Yah's anger was just kindled when he went with him. Read.
And he smote the donkey with a staff. And Yahuwah opened the mouth of the donkey.
He did what?
He opened the mouth of the donkey.
So he opens the mouth of the donkey. It's important to remember Satan spoke as the serpent back there. Keep this in mind. Read on.
And she said unto Balaam, what have I done unto you?
What have
I done unto you, that you have smitten me these 3 times? And Balaam said unto the donkey, because you have mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill you.
Now would I do what?
Would I kill you?
What does the Malak of Yah got in his hand? A sword, right? He's saying, if I had a sword right now, I'd kill you. And he don't even realize it. He's so blind on getting a reward, he don't even know and don't even recognize that the donkey's speaking right now.
You're messing up my money, donkey. Sound like Shrek.
This how blinded he is for this reward. He wanted this bad that he don't even recognize that he's talking to him. Read.
And that verse 30. And the donkey said unto Balaam, am I not your donkey, upon which you have ridden ever since I was yours unto this day? Was I ever what to do so unto you?
Haven't I not obeyed you from the whole time you had me? Don't you see I'm acting strange for a reason? The donkey is trying to reason. Now, what is a donkey's temperament and their actions that they are known for? They're known for being stubborn. But who actually is stubborn here? It's him, because he is pressing forward to keep going. No matter how many times y'all done told him not to do something and do this, he pressing forward. He's right there in front of him trying to stop him from going, and the stubbornness in him is pushing forward because he wants this reward this bad. What did Mashiach ride in to Jerusalem on? On a donkey. So this guy's riding on a donkey, getting ready to ride to his destruction. Mashiach rode on a donkey and rode into his destruction. But for us, this guy's riding on the donkey to kill us. You see the difference? It's the opposite. Both of them was riding a donkey. One was to save us, and the other one is to kill us. And the donkey is actually saving his life when the rider of the donkey came to save our life. Read on.
Verse 31. Then Yahuwah opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the Malak of Yahuwah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. And the Malak of Yahuwah said unto him, wherefore have you smitten you this donkey these 3 times?
Wherefore have you did what?
Have you smitten you this donkey these 3 times?
Notice he don't even mention nothing about what he's coming there for. The first thing he asks him is, why are you beating your donkey? Why are you doing that? Read.
Behold, I went out to withstand you, because your way is perverse before me.
Your what?
Your way is perverse
Your
before
way
me.
is perverse before me. What verse you at?
33.
Jump down to verse 41.
Verse 41. Oh, shoot. Tore it out by mistake.
Gotta get this brother a bigger Bible. Another one.
Verse 41, and it came to pass on the morrow that Balak took Balaam and brought him up into the high place of Baal.
Into where?
Into the high places of Baal.
Into the high places of Baal. So now they're going to continue this. They got all three of the elements of revelation. You have Balaam, you have Balak, and you have Baal. That's the three-headed monster that Revelation 13 is showing. And Revelation 12 is showing. We got all three of them right here in this passage. Numbers 23, verse 1.
In the book of Numbers, chapter 23 at verse 1. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had spoken. And Balak and Balaam offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. And Balaam said unto Balak, stand by your burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure, Yahuwah will come to meet me, and whatsoever he shows me, I will tell you. And he went to a high place, and Elohim met Balaam, and said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram. And Yahuwah put a word in Balaam's mouth, and said, return unto Balak, and thus you shall speak. And he returned unto him, and lo, stood by his burnt sacrifice, and all the princes of Moab. And he took up this parable, and said, Balak, the king of Moab, have brought me from Aram, and out of the mountains of the east, saying, come, curse me,
Jacob. Out of the mountains of where?
Out of the mountains of the east.
Out of the mountains of the east. What does east represent in the script? What way did Adam and Eve go from the garden? Eastward. What way did Cain leave? Eastward. What way did, when Lot was leaving from Abraham, what way did he go? He went to the east. It always represents the birth of wickedness. Always represent wickedness. So they got this person from the east. All right? Read on from where you was at. Pick it up at verse 7.
Verse 7. And he took up his parable and said, Balak, the king of Moab, have brought me from Aram out of the mountains of the east, saying, come, curse me, Jacob, and come, defy Israel. How shall I curse whom Elohim have not cursed? Or how shall I defy whom Yahuwah have not defied?
So if he knows that he can't do it, why does he keep trying? He's only speaking exactly what Yah's telling him to speak. That's why he's not a false prophet. But why does he keep going? And I want you to see the persistence of wickedness that him and Balak have to keep continuing in what they're doing. They won't stop. They will not stop. They keep doing it no matter what Yah is showing them. He keeps doing it. Jump down to verse 23.
Verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
There's what?
No enchantment against Jacob. Neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have Elohim wrought? Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion.
As a what?
As a great lion.
As a great lion. Jump back to verse 14.
Verse 14. And he brought him into the field of Zophim to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. And he said unto Balak, stand here by your burnt offering, while I meet Yahuwah yonder.
While I do what?
Meet Yahuwah yonder.
So again, letting you know he's still talking with Yah. Read.
And Yahuwah met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, go again unto Balak, and say thus. And when he came to him, behold, he stood by the burnt offering, and the princes of Moab with him. And Balak said unto him, what have Yahuwah spoken? And he took up his parable, and said, rise up, Balak, and hear. Hearken unto me, you son of Zippor. Elohim is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Have he said, and shall he not do it? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Behold, I have received commandment to increase or bless, and he have blessed. I cannot reverse it.
I can what?
I cannot reverse it.
So every time he goes to try to curse the people, Yah is turning it into a blessing. Every single time. But Balak won't give up. He won't stop. We're going to see he do it. I ain't going to read them all, but you see he's going to go 7 times, and they're going to keep setting up stuff to try to curse the people, and he will not stop. He won't give up. Let's go to Numbers 24, verse 2.
The book of Numbers, chapter 24, at verse 2. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents, according to their tribes. And the Ruach of Elohim came upon him.
What came on him?
The Ruach of Elohim came upon him.
Read.
And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor have said, the man whose eyes are open have said, he have said, which heard the words of Elohim, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. How goodly are your tents, O Jacob, and your tabernacles, O Israel. As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as the trees of lane aloes, which Yahuwah hath planted, and as cedar trees besides the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. Elohim brought him forth out of Egypt. He have, as it were, the strength of a unicorn. He
Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. Therefore, now flee you to your place. I thought to promote you unto great honor.
So this is Balak telling Balaam, since you can't curse these people, I need you to get out of here. Go back to your own land where you came from. You're not doing what I asked you. You keep blessing these people. I told you to curse these people. Therefore, I need you to go home. Read verse 11 again.
Therefore, now flee you to your place. I thought to promote you unto great honor. But lo, Yahuwah hath kept you back from honor.
Who kept him back?
Yahuwah hath kept you back from honor. Direct
spit on Yah's name. He the one stopping you from getting this honor. He the one stopping you from getting this bread that you desire. It's him. Read on.
And Balaam said unto Balak, spake I not also to your messengers which you sent unto me, saying, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot beyond the commandment of Yahuwah to do either good or bad of mine own mind.
I've been told you I can't do nothing but what he tell me to do, and you still sent for me. I told you this straight to your face. Read.
But what Yahuwah says, that will I speak. And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise you what this people shall do to your people in the latter days.
Before I go, I got to give you a prophecy. This is what's going to happen to you and your people in the latter days. Read.
And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, have said, and the man whose eyes are open, he have said, which heard the words of Elohim and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now.
Who is this him that I shall see, but not now? It's talking about Mashiach. Read.
I shall behold him, but not near. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab.
I'm going to do what?
Smite the corners of Moab.
The better translation is, I will crush their foreheads. Read.
And destroy all the children of Shet. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remains of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek was the first of the nations.
He was what?
The first of the nations. But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
That he do what?
Perish forever.
That he perish forever. These same people are going to be confederate at the end. Read.
And he looked on the Kenites, and took up his parable, and said, Strong is your dwelling place, and you put your nest in a rock.
He did what?
Your nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Kenite shall be wasted unto Ashur.
He shall what?
Be wasted unto Ashur.
So he's going to be wasted unto Ashur. That Ashur goes back to Assyria. That's what that's talking about. Assyria. Now notice he only doing what he is told to do. He's only speaking what he is told to speak. But he's after something. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, at verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moths and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
This is what B was teaching last week. Read.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in Shamaim.
Lay it up where?
In Shamaim.
Read.
Where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
For where your what?
Your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Why does Balaam keep going? That's what's in his heart. The treasure, he keep going because that's where his heart is at. Read.
The light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. But if your eye be evil, your whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in you be darkness, how great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters.
No man can do what?
Can serve two masters.
Balaam is trying to serve the two masters. He's doing what y'all telling him to do, but all the while his heart is trying to get the money. Let's go back to him. Read.
No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
And do what?
Despise the other.
He will hold to the one and despise the other. Which one do he love? Do he love Yah or do he love this mammon? He loved his mammon. So what does that mean for Yah? I despise him. I hate him, even though he's doing what he has been told to do. What verse you at?
24.
Finish that out.
Verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body.
For what?
Nor yet for your body, what you shall put on is not your life more than meat.
Is not your life what?
More than meat.
Is not your life more than meat, or the possessions that you can get? Ain't your life worth more than that? He's ready to throw everything away off of this stuff. Matthew 5, verse 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 1. And seeing the multitude, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Increased or blessed are the poor in Ruach, for theirs is the kingdom of Shamaim.
For theirs is what?
Is the kingdom of Shamaim.
Read.
Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Elohim.
So they shall do what?
Shall see Elohim.
What verse you at?
9.
We're good right there. So, how much is your soul worth? What's the ticket? If somebody came in right now and asked you for your soul, what would be the ticket that you would put on it? Y'all wouldn't sell your soul. Matthew 16:26.
The book of Matthew, chapter 16 at verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
He shall do what?
Gain the whole world and lose his own soul.
If he gain the whole world and lose his own soul, we know that many women have sold their bodies for $40. Right? So if you sell your body for $40, how much is the soul worth? How much? If you do this for that, then you might as well do this for this. So he says, how much if you shall profit the whole world, but to lose your soul? So when they say, the rent is due, and Mr. Nate comes over, not our Nate, another one, and if the rent is due, you say, I got to do what I got to do. You doing it. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 8.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 at verse 8. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Let us be what?
Therewith content.
Read.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
They do what?
They that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Which do what to
Which
them?
drown men in destruction and perdition.
So everybody that's greedy of gain is going to do this. So we see that Balaam could not curse the children of Israel. Yah wouldn't let it work, and he couldn't go beyond it. Let's go to Numbers 25, verse 1. Let's see what happens.
The book of Numbers, chapter 25 at verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim.
They did what?
Abode in Shittim. And the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab.
Wait a minute. They did what?
Began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab.
Read.
And they called the people unto sacrifices of their gods.
They did what?
Called the people unto sacrifices of their gods.
They called them to the sacrifices of their gods. Read.
And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor.
They did what?
Joined himself unto Baal Peor.
They joined themselves unto Baal Peor. What type of people are we supposed to be? A set apart people, right? Are we supposed to integrate with other people? No. What did Martin Luther King do with us? Was he working like this? Was he working like Balaam? Because you integrated and you mingled us with them. Your dream was actually a nightmare for the people because you brought us in and you integrated with them. So what did Balaam actually teach here? What did he do? He couldn't get them in these other ways. So these people are at war with us, right? When you think of war, what comes to your mind? But killing. How do people die? When you think of war, in the normal sense, don't try to think deep. In the normal sense, everything that go with war, what comes to your mind? Weapons, swords, violence, this. Where is the weapons? Where is the violence? Where is any of that at here? So notice, this is the danger in this. He used being a friend to get them. Let's invite them to the cookout. Let's tell them that I got Lowry's hot sauce in my purse and I put it on everything. Let's bring them in this way. Let's tell them that because this guy can play the saxophone well, he's one of us. Let's befriend them and we can get them. Got to be careful with who you call friend, because this is the tactic. None of the other stuff would work. But when I come in as a friend, we got them. Now we can get them because we have used the thing of the friendship has come in and we are breaking bread and we are eating with them. All of a sudden, the guards go down and we start not being set apart and we start dealing with them in this way. See who we learn from. Genesis chapter 3, verse 1.
The book of Genesis chapter 3 at verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle.
Was more what?
Was more subtle.
This is the same word over here in in Daniel where they says peace. But he's more subtle. Read.
Than any beast of the field which Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have Elohim said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim have said, You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die.
Lest you what?
Lest you die.
Read.
And the serpent said unto the woman, You shall not surely die.
Notice how he's talking to her. Do he have a sword in his hand? Does he have some sort of a nuclear weapon or anything? What is he armed with? His words and his subtlety. He is befriending them. And through this, all death comes into the world because it's just words. But that's what you got to be careful of, is he befriended them. And this is a betrayal. This is why it's so deep. He's befriending them, came in and got them to go against what they know that they shouldn't be doing. Joshua chapter 9, verse 6. Matter of fact, 9 and 1. Joshua 9 and 1.
The book of Joshua, chapter 9, at verse 1. And it came to pass, when all the kings which were on this side of Jordan, in the hills, and in the valleys, and in all the coasts, in all the coasts of the great sea over against Lebanon, the Hittite, and the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, heard thereof.
Together to fight. But guess what? They realized we can't beat them. There's nothing that we can do with them. We can't beat them. Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. And they went to Joshua unto the camp at Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, we be come from a far country, and now therefore make you league with us.
Make you what?
Make you league with us.
Integrate with us. We're going to befriend you. Read.
And the men of Israel said unto the Hivites, peradventure you dwell among us, and how shall we make a league with you?
Now, what did they tell us in the first verse that they were coming to do?
Fight.
They coming to fight, but they see that won't work. So since that won't work, we're going to get in and we're going to befriend you. It's the same tactic. Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. And Joshua made peace with them.
He made what?
Made peace with them.
Why did he make peace with them? He befriended them. But all the time, these people are trying to kill you. It's the same tactic. If you don't pick it up, you doomed. If you don't understand this, this is why he dedicated 3 chapters to this guy, so you can understand this. If you don't get it, you're going to be doomed to understand exactly what is taking place with this. So he befriends you. He integrates with you. He want to kill you, but I can't do it straightforward. I got to trick you into it. Daniel chapter 11 and 21. Daniel 11 and 21.
The book of Daniel, chapter 11, at verse 21. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably.
He shall do what?
He shall come in peaceably.
Peaceably, that means friendly. I'm going to come in like a friend to you. You won't know that I'm the enemy and trying to kill you, because I'm going to befriend you. It's the same tactic. Daniel 8:25.
The book of Daniel, chapter 8, at verse 25. And through his policy.
Through his what?
Through his policy. Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace.
By what?
By peace shall destroy many.
He going to do what?
By peace shall destroy many.
This is exactly what Balaam did. By peace, he destroyed many. Do y'all know how many people died in the fiasco that he caused? With his words, 24,000 people died in what he caused. 24,000 people died off of his counsel, of what he did and the tactics that he used to cause it. Numbers 31 and 9. Pick it up at verse 8.
The book of Numbers, chapter 31, at verse 8. And they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rekem, and Zer, and Hur, and Rebah, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also, the son of Beor, They slew with the sword.
They did what?
They slew with the sword.
They slew with the sword. Why do they kill Balaam? He never actually cursed the people. Why does he die? Why does Balaam have to die here? Did he curse him himself? So it's what he caused. But Balaam can go to Yah and say, you said don't curse the people. I didn't curse them. Can't he say that? You still are guilty. He's so slick. He thinks that I'm going to play both sides of the fence. I'm going to give Balaam what he wants. Balak what he wants, which is to curse the people. I'm going to teach you how to do it, but I'm also going to please Yah because I'm going to be able to say, I did what you told me. I did not curse these people. See the slickness in this? They cursed themselves, but you tricked them into it. You caused it. You are still responsible for it. It's just like when David did what he did with Uriah, and he put Uriah on the front line, and he says, put him in the hottest part of the war. Even though you didn't personally kill him, Yah says, you killed him with the sword of Ammon. The death still goes on you. Indirectly, so you still guilty of it, even though you trying your best to be slick. So his thing, he caused 24,000 of our people to go into apostasy. What you think is going to happen at the end? Same thing. Somebody else is going to come and befriend you and cause you to go into apostasy because he's going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to make you feel good about what you're doing. And he's going to tell you it come with all the women that you want, which is Isaiah 4:1 will be the crux of the scripture to be used for it. This what Isaiah told you, you're going to get it. You get 7, see? And if you're special with somebody else, you get to get even more. Ain't this the same thing that Islam pushes? That if you do with this, you get 70-something virgins, and every time you finish, they turn back into a virgin over and over and over again. Ain't this the same thing? Watch, somebody is waiting in the wings, is going to teach you this, and by you being controlled by your flesh, you're going to fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. He's going to get you because this is what you want in the first place. One last guy. Apostasy. Matthew 26, verse 14 to 16. Matthew 26, verse 14 to 16.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, is verse 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas.
Called who?
Called Judas.
Read.
Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, what will you give me?
What will you do what?
What will you give me? And I will deliver him unto you.
I will do what?
Deliver him unto you.
I will deliver him to you. What will you give me? Remember he says, what shall a man profit if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Judas is coming and asking for the price. What will you give me if I turn this just man, this innocent man, over to you? What will you give me? Read.
And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
How much?
30 pieces of silver.
So that's what Judas' soul is worth. 30 pieces of silver. That's what he believed that his soul was worth, because he just sold it in doing what he just did. So his name is Judas what? Iscariot. What does Iscariot mean? of the city. So it means Judas of Kerioth. It's a place that he's from, and the place is called Kerioth. Keep that in mind. That's the name of the city that Judas is from. So when they're saying his name, they're saying Judas, man of Iscariot, or Kerioth. Let's get Joshua 15, verse 21. Joshua 15, 21.
The book of Joshua, chapter 15, at verse 21. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the coast of Edom.
Toward the what?
The coast of Edom.
What's another word for coast?
Yeah, border.
The border. Keep that in mind. Toward the border of Edom. Read.
Southward were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kena, and Demona, and Adah, and Kedesh, and Hazor, and Ethnan, Ziph, Telim, Bealot, and Hazor, and Hadattah, and Keriot.
Carry what?
Keriot.
That's the city that he's from. This city right here, Kerioth. This is where Judas is from. I want you to notice what it told you that it was near, or the border from. It said toward the border of Edom, right? Malachi 1 and 4. So Judas is somewhere close by the Edomites. His city is very, very close on the border where Edom is at. Read. Malachi 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Okay. The book of Malachi, chapter 1, at verse 4. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says Yahuwah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
They shall call them what?
The border of wickedness.
So where is Judas at?
Well, the border of wickedness.
He at the border of wickedness. That's why this is here. Just for this right here, he's at the border of wickedness. Judas comes from right here. He is around these people. He's not one of them, but he is around them. Keep this in mind. Matthew 26, 48, 49.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, and verse 48. Now, he that betrayed him gave them a sign.
He gave them what?
A sign.
Read.
Saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast.
How do you get to kiss somebody?
Be friend.
Because there's got to be somebody that's close to you, right? Read.
And forthwith he came to Yeshua and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Yeshua said unto him, Friend.
He said, what?
Friend.
Friend. Same tactic from the beginning to the end. All I got to do is trick you, come in as a friend, break bread with you, eat and drink with you. Before the flood, what did it say that they were doing? They were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. That means we were close. We were friends. You come in and befriend. Same tactic from the beginning of the book to the end. Now, once you don't succumb to this, then the violence comes into play with it. Right here, that's why Mashiach looks to him and says, friend. So you got to be very, very careful. Just because somebody let you come and eat at their house, just because somebody slap their hand against your hand, just because somebody hit you in your back softly, don't mean that they your friend, that they got your best interest at heart. That's why this story is here, to show you that he gonna get you from within. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Yeah. Are there any questions, concerns, comments? Part 2 next week. You already know that, though. You already told us. You got more. Next week. You got 2 more next week.
That was less than 2, though, right? It was 153. See? Got it under 2.
No questions? Brother Sam coming around with the offering. You can also send the offering to # chosen feasts or PayPal chosen.seed1@gmail.com. Nothing else? Anything on chat? Feast day. Okay, so real quick, I don't run the restroom. Real quick, Abib is the 19th of March. Pesach is the 1st of April. Unleavened bread, the first day of unleavened bread is the 2nd of April. The last day of unleavened bread is the 8th of April. Shavuot is May 22nd. Trumpets is 9/11. Atonement is the evening of September 19th until September 20th at evening. The first day of Sukkot is September 25th. The last day of Sukkot is October 1st. And the last great day is October 2nd. So we're looking forward to Pesach, which is April 1st. And the Feast of Unleavened Bread, first day is April 2nd. So handle your PTO accordingly. The colors are powder blue and silver or gray. Powder blue and silver. It's the same thing, right? Powder blue and gray. Silver, gray, same thing. So, yeah, we got a save the date flyer in the chat. Pesach and unleavened bread. So unleavened bread is the day that we wear the actual colors. Powder blue and silver or gray. Questions? No? Okay. Yeah, I got it. Brother, you gonna pray out? Okay. Make sure you say a prayer for her brother Zach, grandma, Mary. Yeah.
We gon' pray, we gon' pray, we gon' pray, we gon' pray, pray out, pray out. We gon' pray, we gon' pray, we gon' pray, we gon' pray.
Pray out. Pray out.
Everybody face the east, bow their heads. Our Father, who art in Shamayim, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in Shamayim. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to the evil one, for your word is the kingdom, the power, and the esteem forever. Hallelujah. Heavenly Father Yahuwah, we come to you today on this great Shabbat of peace, knowledge, and wisdom that has definitely gave us the encouragement to move forward in your word and continue in your laws, statutes, and commandments. Father, I appreciate the ability to learn to examine my friends before I call them friends, and the ability to acknowledge those who say they are friends but are really not. Father, we ask that you cover those, which includes Brother Nate and Sister Mary, at this time of need, as they are in need of you, Father, and we know well you would definitely take care of your people who you called your children. Father, we ask that you cover this whole congregation also and all their needs and everything they may need to be a light to those in darkness, and to also have themselves in operation of you, Father. We ask that you lead us in the right direction, nowhere near the evil one, and far away from those that are in sin. And we ask, Father, that you help us and repent and allow us to come to you, Father, fully whole and ready to give ourselves to you, Father, because we know we are nothing without you, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and your Son, Christ. In your name, Yahuwah, in your Son's name, Yeshua, we pray these things. Hallelujah. So be it.